The murder of Sonya Massey in her home by Officer Deputy Grayson is an example of the consequences of a lack of diversity hiring by various institutions, especially by law enforcement.
Field mother was shot to death by a now fired sheriff's deputy after she called 911 for help. Meanwhile, our Dave Savini has uncovered new details about that officer's past. And Dave, there are serious questions about why he was hired multiple times.
The repetitively hiring of Officer Grayson is an example of nepotism and how it has elevated inadequate white people to patrol our community and to police us.
Red flags and warning signs were there prior to Deputy Grayson firing those fatal shots into Sonya Massey.
We're at the end of 2nd Street. She's taking a right.
Like with what happened here at his 5th police job when he refused an order by a superior at the Logan County Sheriff's Department to terminate a high-speed chase over a traffic infraction. His speed at times reaching 110 miles per hour.
Are you pursuing?
I'm about to terminate. She's flying up 121 right now.
But Grayson didn't stop. He did, however, turn off his lights and siren.
For a law enforcement department to hire this man and to empower him with the power of a badge and a gun and to send him out into the community is a form of criminal neglect.
But kept going anyways until he hit a deer.
Well, I'll definitely be terminated because a buck just smacked the side of my driver's side door.
Did you? It is a form of manslaughter, but understand this is what they are releasing to your community on a regular basis.
I'm trying to get help.
A woman home alone who called police for help over a possible intruder, but instead ended up with Deputy Sean Grayson.
Do what?
Due to Officer Grayson's previous work history, I would think that more than him should be held accountable for him being in the position to even take the life of the sister, Sonya Massey.
He violated a direct order
Yes.
from a supervisor about termination.
Yes, I did.
Grayson was questioned by a deputy chief and other top staff after that crash in Logan County.
Do you agree, before we conclude this, that there is a mountain of policy violations
Yes, I did.
that you committed? 7 months on, how are you still employed by us?
I don't know.
Yet he continued to get a pass over and over again.
The repetitive hiring of Officer Grayson is an example of white nepotism and how it has continuously elevated inadequate white people, and how that has had negative effects upon the black community.
Even during the Logan County hiring process of Grayson, there were warning signs from another past employer, the Auburn, Illinois Police Department, where he worked in 2022. CBS News obtained these notes from a discussion between the Auburn chief and a representative from Logan County, where Grayson had applied for a new job. It states the Auburn chief said Grayson struggles with report writing, that he was very aggressive with getting drugs. The chief expressed concern that Grayson was too aggressive.
People have to ask themselves, how does that transgression translate in our community when implemented by the police? And for him, there has been a prime example of how that aggression was implemented and how that.
The disciplinary paperwork also included accusations against Grayson of abusing his power and harassing a man and woman arrested at a traffic stop. A complaint was filed against Grayson by the couple, accusing him of bullying behavior and of not respecting the woman's privacy. Police reports say she had hidden drugs inside her body. I don't know what to...
How does that aggression translate in the black community? That aggression translates into the demasculation of a black male when the government has empowered this person to be able to do things such as this nature to your woman in your presence, and you are powerless to defend her.
In her complaint, she described being told by Grayson and another male officer to remove the bag of drugs in front of them. She was later taken to a local hospital to have it removed by a doctor. She described feeling violated when she said Grayson barged into the examination room while the doctor was performing the procedure. Grayson denied any wrongdoing or even being present at the hospital. The allegations leveled by the couple against him were ultimately deemed unfounded. Here we go again. And according to the paperwork, he left Logan in good standing. Grayson was hired days later by the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office in the Springfield, Illinois.
The type of people that they are empowering. This is something that should be a wake up to the black community about the importance of learning to protect and do the security yourself and your community.
And that Grayson posted his drug arrests on Facebook, and the chief called him a bragger and was not great with evidence, left items laying around office.
The entire thing makes me sick.
Sangamon County Board member Mark Ayers is on the jail committee that authorizes the hiring of new sheriff deputies. He says he was never informed of any negative notes about Grayson prior to hire, and his background was not shared with the committee.
The fact that he was even hired shows that levels of incompetencies going on higher up than just him. And more than just him should be held accountable. This is a prime example of another of the levels of incompetency that went into hiring a Deputy Gracie. This man was in charge of the committee that hires these officers, yet he is saying that he approved this hire without knowing this person's background, without doing any investigation into why you are the sixth job that he is at within 4 years, without doing any investigation into the fact that he had been terminated from multiple police departments. Again, this white man himself is in this position and he is not competent to do it. This white man is in this position due to his whiteness, not due to his ability to do the job, not his ability in order to correctly vet these people. He going to take and pass the blame off to someone else. There's no accountability with them.